Now on this topic, understanding Autodesk Inventor work environment. Now I want to show you a practical demonstration of how Inventor works. Like I'll be telling you that there are 4 things to be working with in Inventor. We are going to work with parts, we are going to work with assembly, with drawing, and with presentation. So let me open an existing drawing, but if I click open, what do you notice? I have practice machine 2 folder open, because when you click on project, Inventor will remember the last project you work on. So before you open anything, you have to be sure of the project you are working on. So it is from here I will pick the project I want to open, for which I want to open the components. Okay, let me click on one of my recent projects. I call it rock lapping machine. So once I double click on it, it is marked as a current project and I will say done. So Inventor has recognized it as a current project. Though it appears nothing is showing, but it's now. If we go back, click on that project, so it's our current project now. Then if I want to open, you see when I click open, the element or the component of the project, they are listed. So there are some parts, like we have brace, electric motor, frame, bolt parts. Then we have an assembly rock lapping machine, a drawing file called rock lapping machine, and a presentation file. So let me open this assembly so that I'll be able to appreciate how Inventor works. So it may take a little time. Okay, there is a complaint right there, and it's resolving link. Anyway, don't forget that I migrated my drawings from the previous version 2015 to this 2017. So let me skip whatever it cannot find. Okay, click OK. Alright, the project is loading. It's loading. Okay, the project is loading. We have to wait for it. And okay, very good. So you can see the drawing, though the view looks somehow. Excuse me. Now there is something I did not mention in the previous part of this video. On this right hand side, there is what we call navigation, or view cube and navigation bar. This is the navigation bar. This is the view cube. The view cube will allow you to see your drawing from different perspectives. So when you click on this thing that looks like a home, so it's going to return your drawing to the default isometric view. So it's an isometric view now. So when you click on the front here, it's going to show you front view. When you click here, that will be left view. When you click, that's the top view. When you click on home, so that is going to take you to the isometric view. So that is the essence of this view cube. Now you discover that you can view your drawing from different angles. You may view from this side and so on and so forth. Now this navigation cube, it has some other features that we may not be talking about now. But let me show you pan. This thing that looks like hand is pan. So you can move your drawing about with pan. Then not only that, you can zoom. So we have zoom all. When you click zoom all your drawings, if you have if you have about 2 or 3 machines on the screen and they are not shown together, zoom all will show everything. But for now, let's click on zoom. You can see this inverted arrow. By the time you press left mouse the left mouse on your laptop, and you begin to drag in and drag out, then you'll be able to zoom your machine. Then another thing I want you to note is that if you are using USB mouse, but most of the time I use USB mouse with my laptop. Now there is a scroll button on your mouse that will perform the function of zooming in and zooming out. So when you roll the button, the scroll button on your mouse, it will be doing this. It will be zooming in and zooming out. Then when you press the scroll button down, it will do the work of pan to move the drawings on your screen about. So to make your life easier and your work faster, I would recommend that you use mouse, external mouse or USB mouse or optical mouse or wireless mouse for your drawing. So then this orbit, this is a free orbit. When you click on it and you press left mouse you press the left mouse on your laptop, you can view the drawing from any angle. You can rotate it, see different parts. I use this feature a lot. If I can't see a particular part, I'll be able to see them through this. Alright. Now, you can see that this drawing consists of so many planes. This is a plane. This is a work plane. All these planes that are shown. So, and there are some dimension figure being shown there. That will not be shown in the final printing. So what I've just shown you is what I call the assembly drawing. You can see the file extension is IAM. So the assembly drawing ends with IAM extension. That is IAM. If I go to my folder, my document, and I click on Inventor, don't forget the machine is called a rock lapping machine. So if I go to the folder, Inventor, and I click on this rock clapping machine folder and I open it, so you discover that if I change the view, let me change my view to small icon, medium icon, details. If I change it to details, you discover that I have parts and I have assembly, I have drawing, I have presentation. So the one I've shown here is an assembly. It has so many parts, and if you look at the browser on the left hand side, the parts are listed. We have the frame. When I click on it, it's highlighted. We have the side cover, we have the pulley up, that one is under. If I orbit, you see that is highlighted blue here. If I click pulley up 2, pulley up 3, and so on, if I click rock grinder disc, that one is on top. Okay, we have 4 of them, 2, 3, 4. They are being highlighted one by one. So electric motor frame is there. The electric motor itself is also highlighted. So the model browser, this browser will allow you to access different parts of your machine. So that is that. Now let me close this, or I don't even need to close. Let me open a part, just a part. For example, let me open the electric motor frame. Electric motor frame. So that's a part. Now look at this part properly. You discover that this part, the part is right here. So it's part of the assembly, but here is a part. And any part file in Inventor ends with IPT. The file extension is IPT. Just as you have DOCX for Microsoft Word or XLSX for Excel, we have IPT for Inventor part file. So this part is part of the assembly here. And even the electric motor is a part. If I open it, if I open the electric motor itself, see that is a part on its own right here. And it's also part of the assembly here. So that is about part. Then let me open what we refer to as drawing. So you have already seen a part, you have seen an assembly. Let's see a drawing. Now the drawing file is a kind of file where you prepare your drawings for final publishing, where you present your isometric view section. Okay, there is a conflict in the versions, but for the sake of this class, let's ignore those for now. Okay, this is a drawing file. You can see that it consists of part list, it consists of title block, and so on and so forth. So this is a drawing I make for somebody at footer, and you see that the assembly is brought into one of the sheets in the drawing. You can create many sheets, depends on how your drawing is. So if I click on sheet 2 on the model browser on the left hand side here, in sheet 2 I have the exploded view. So I got this from the presentation file. So let me open the presentation file. Let me open the presentation. This is the presentation file. So if I open it, the presentation file is the one you create for an exploded view of your machine. Now there is a cool feature in Inventor 2017. I'm seeing something very wonderful. You can play the animation of your machine. You can see it's showing how it's showing the explosion part by part. So that's the new feature. I think I like this. I want to confess that this is the first time I'll be working with 2017 version. I'll be using 2015, but I installed it for the sake of this training so that I'll be using the latest version to teach you. And I'm so excited seeing a cool feature that allows that has showed the animation of how you explode your drawing to show different components using the when you are creating the presentation file. Okay, that's a cool thing there. Alright, I think we've got to stop that, but it's already stopped. Now, so you have already seen a part file, like this electric motor frame. You have seen an assembly file. You have seen a presentation file that shows how you explode your drawing. Then there is a drawing file. So any of the parts or assembly or presentation can be brought here with title block to show how you are going to publish or you print your project. So if I click on sheet 3, you can see the orthographic view. They were generated automatically from the assembly. I want to tell you here that in Inventor is very wonderful, very easy to learn. Once you get your parts and the assembly right, forget about presentation. This one becomes easier. You can see that this is a product of this. It's a product of the assembly. So all you need to get right is your parts and how they are assembled together. Once you get those two, you can easily create presentation and you can easily create a orthographic view or any other drawing file. So these are the drawing files. So you better call it drawing. For example, look at these frame details. You can see the front view, the side view, and the plan. Then sheet 5, when I double click on that, you can see the electric motor frame. I think we opened it the other time. So this is it. So this is the detail. So this is the detail of it. This is the detail of it, the front and the side view. Then if I click on more, so we have more details of each of the components, the pulley details, and so on and so forth. You can also zoom here, but don't forget that any drawing here is in a 2-dimensional format. So that's why we call it drawing file. Then the sheet 7, I think it's going to show some other parts of the machine. So we have the rod grinder disc details there. So I think you are beginning to like this software. You can see the capability or what the software can do. So, summary, in Inventor, when you create a file, it's likely you click on metric so that your dimension will be in millimeter, not in inches. So you select metric, then it's likely you create a part file or assembly file or a drawing file or a presentation file. So you have already seen 4 of them. This is an assembly. This is a parts. Presentation. This is a drawing file. And you can see the file extension for drawing file. I'm trying to zoom right there, and I'm trying to pound to move it. So you can see the file extension is IDW. That is the file extension for drawing file. Then the presentation file, which is the exploded view, is in IPN. The file extension is IPN. So for now, this is where I'm going to stop. Now in the next class, we are going to start creating sketches. Now you'll be wondering that if I click new, where is sketch? There's nothing like sketch. Sketch is part of parts. That is, when you create a sketch, that sketch become a component part. Okay, let me do something cool here. Let me start with a standard part. Just a kind of foretaste of what you are going to learn in the next video. Okay, I think I've just created a new. I just click on this new button. Okay, and I have this. All right. Okay, let's create the origin. Okay, let me create it on this plane. I will have to make it visible. Then let's go to sketch. Okay, let's start a sketch on this plane. Okay, I want a isometric view. Then let me say we are creating something like this. This is just a demonstration. Not following a particular dimension. Okay, so that's a sketch in Inventor, and you will use sketch to create a part. So I will say finish sketch. Then to now turn it to a part, I'll click on 3D model. So I'll click on extrude. Extrude is a common feature in most of the CAD software for creating a solid. So I want to turn this sketch into a solid. You can see that it's been extruded by 10 mm. Let me change to 5 and say OK right there. So my part is created. This is a part. So if I save this one, it will be saved as a part. So if I click on save, you can see that by default it's saved as part file. It's been saved as part file. So I'll call it a demo. Let me just call it demo and click save. So it's a part. So what I'm saying in essence here is that in Inventor, you create a sketch and the sketch will be transformed to a part by using one of these features in Inventor. Now this is just a foretaste of what we're going to learn in the next video. So I'm going to stop right here, and I want to appreciate you for listening so far. I promise you that you're going to enjoy this course, and I would like your feedback on our e-learning portal. Thank you for listening.